Game number one will begin in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left, we have Boxy in what appears to be Rick and Morty pajamas. Am I seeing that correctly? He has a 1.17 PB hailing from Portugal and a 1,380,19 start max out. That's kind of cool. Snowdrop, thank you very much for the 3, 2, 1 Tetris bits. But one thing to note about Boxy, in the semifinals of the third tier tournament is running DAS. We're on the right, sunny disposition. If you were here last month, you saw the 1.351 PB. Unlike what the profile says, he's not tapping. That is going to be rolling out of the UK. And both players off to very good starts. It's only a half-line lead for Boxy, or for Sunny at the moment. Sunny will get a Tetris. Boxy getting up pretty high, but makes the correct burn there and gets the Tetris. Boxy 1.2 soon, says Penguin. Long bar bang Tetris for Boxy. Got the double well goal, and we'll take the one burn and gets another Tetris. So Sunny keeping pace at the moment. Is behind in lines, but makes it up with that Tetris. 142 for Sunny, 141 for Boxy. That's how close it is. Neither player given an inch. Bang Tetris for Boxy. And a Tetris for Sunny as well. Boxy going to score. Very nice opening sequences for both. Boxy having to take a burn there with how that hole was in column 9. And it's not getting great pieces here, so Boxy going to be in the first real dig of the game. Bang Tetris for Sunny. And next Tetris will give Sunny the lead. But these pieces kind of make it a little difficult. That left side doesn't look great. And you can see Sunny agrees to take some bursts, but there's a column 2 Tetris for Boxy. And Sunny does not get to take the lead yet. Boxy will transfer the well back over to the right, and I do believe that's what's going to give Sunny the room that he needs to score a Tetris and take the lead. 261 to 243. Very close game here in game 1. Bang Tetris for Sunny again. Boxy waiting on the long bar, and there it is. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Setting up the delayed Vits, but just clears a double instead. Just did not want to wait for it that long. Bang Tetris for Sunny. Of course, as Daz, you cannot wait as long for that long bar, for 2 long bars, as you can on other playstyles. So good move there from Boxy to take that double. And we'll score a couple of Tetrises on the backside of that. 331, now 354 for Sunny, 316 for Boxy, 75 lines in. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Another Tetris for Sunny. Boxy set up. Wants that long bar. Also wants some better pieces here. We'll take the Tetris, but it's going to have to cover the well with those S's that are coming up. Sunny getting into a little bit of trouble halfway up the board. So a little slowdown here will help out Boxy. Is Boxy actually dassing? Yeah, that's Das. I don't know if his hand, if that's showing his hand cam. Let me see if it is or not. Yeah, we got a little bit of hand cam, so you can kind of see the dads going on there. Simul Tetris, 452 for Sunny, 413 for Boxy. Only a 1-line difference as we're approaching 100 lines. Yeah, we actually have Das here in the futures. Bang Tetris for Sunny. Boxy building up to get the long bar and bang Tetris. Sunny having a bit of a rough board right now. He's going to be able to open up the right side, but needs a long bar. There it is. Bang Tetris for Sunny. He's playing that expertly. Boxy, unfortunately, having to clear a double there. Not the piece that he wanted to use to burn, but with that long bar dependency, and you can see he fills in the long bar dependency first. Was not feeling comfortable with the stack at all. It's going to cost some pace, but bang Tetris. It's about a Tetris and a half game right now. Another Tetris for Sunny as we're approaching transition. Of course, one would expect the scores to diverge in 19, favoring the rolling play style, but you never know. Get a DAS player catching a hot hand at the right time, you could be in trouble. Sunny threatening a 597 here, and that's exactly what he's going to get into transition. Boxy will settle for a 563. I say settle like it's a bad thing. 563 is a pretty good transition. But we're off on 19. Sunny doing some burns to start. Bang Tetris for Boxy, who'll pull one Tetris back there. Some more burns for Sunny. Oh, Boxy needs a long bar now. There it is. Bang Tetris, and I would expect some cleanup happening on the left side as Sunny is getting halfway up the board. Of course, with rolling, this is survivable, but obviously giving away the pace is not what you want to do. Oh no, Sunny's going to top out at 628. Just couldn't get any pieces. So 628, 440, Tetris will do it. And game number one goes over to Boxy. All right. So we'll increment the seeds. We'll move them up to Edward Charlie EC. Let's see if that changes the predictions any. Not a lot of points going into this one so far. Still a little bit of time to get in there. Penguin says, poor rollers just can't compete at this level. Yeah, Edward Charlie's next. All right, Sunny's got the hover 3. Boxy has the hover 3. Here we go, game number 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Viegas 2002? With a Bora Bora in chat. Dan, get out. Identical starts up until the T-piece for both players. Or should I say the second T-piece. But Sunny's board turns out to be a lot better here, but both players will get the long bar for the Tetris. Boxy is dependent. Oh, this is bad for Boxy. Some unfortunate misdrops early. And couldn't get the tuck on the T. This is dangerous now. Can that square go left? It does. Look like there's a quick tap involved. Very dependent. But still alive. Oh, that could have burnt. And Boxy's going to top out. Early top out, 28,000. Sunny will take game number 2. Maybe not as easy as Dan was expecting. Go to Frank David for the next seed. Of course, after this, we have Saint and Obelix. Should be some good times. Thank you very much, Penguin. You're 100% correct. We have the ready from Boxy. And we have a ready from Sunny as well. Here we go. Game number 3. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And also, Penguin, that best of 5 is 1-1. And is actually not a best of 5, because if they tie and it becomes 2-2, then it would be a best of 6. Which would be really weird. Especially since we've seen some push down from Boxy. So I don't know where he's pushing down, but we've seen push down points in previous games. Although maybe after that early top, not thinking of push down points so much. As both players get on the board with the Tetris early. Another Tetris for Boxy. Bang Tetris for Sunny. Boxy holding the pace here. Sunny having to burn a line there. Setting up the double wear. Where's the long bar for Sunny here? Both players getting a bit droughted. Boxy has kind of made this dirty center well going on, but it's not good for a Tetris. And both players will survive the drought, but definitely worse for the wear. But Boxy is the one that gets out of that first bang Tetris. Sunny now out of it as well, and will score a Tetris. 26 lines, 102 for Boxy, 87,000 for Sunny. Both players having to burn a couple more lines as well before they are ready to get back into scoring. Boxy with the double well will take the burn and gets the long bar. Bang Tetris. Sunny still burning. It's not really a bad board for Sunny. Just had to clear out a little bit of garbage there, and is now getting some not so great pieces. And this drop is on the tee. Let's see the roller magic happen here. Boxy getting up pretty high, but does get the long bar. Bang Tetris. Missed drop for Sunny again. Not fatal, though. Does bring him one row higher, but you can see Sunny easily getting that square over to the left. And I say easily like anyone can do it, but not the case here. These pieces are garbage. And now Sunny might have to succumb. That's going to do it. Sunny will top out, and Boxy will take game number 3. We are seeing some caca there, as Kingsman would call it. Please forgive. Oh, we'll forgive you. Let's roll over the seed to 0 Edward. Obelex says, no, you have to win for our rematch. All right, game number 4 has Boxy ahead 2-1. Ready from Sunny. And Boxy with the ready in chat. Here we go. Game number 4 will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So both players trading gifts in games 2 and 3. Bang Tetris for Boxy, very quick to get on the board. And Sunny will get the Tetris there as well. A couple of burns coming in. Nice square burn for both players, really. And bang Tetris for Boxy. Sunny's got the well open, needs a long bar. Gonna have to take some burns here. You can kind of see, despite the rolling style, Sunny is playing a little more cautiously this time around. Does get the Tetris there. Boxy's got an interesting structure building here. We have the negative flat long bar sitting there on row 1. Or the I flat, as some would call it. And Sonny should be able to take a lead here, because this is going to be a long dig for Boxy. The pieces are not coming to resolve this. A negative flat long bar, I know. There's your musical notation right there. Negative I flat. Another Tetris for Sonny, who's got a Tetris and a half lead here at 42 lines. And can grow that, because that negative I flat's not going anywhere anytime soon. Not sure what Boxy's waiting for here. Oh, Boxy's playing a row up. That's what's happening here. Bang Tetris. A little bit of dirt on it for Boxy. So Boxy got out of the bad part of the dig and is just leaving those 4 holes at the bottom. And has now started scoring Tetrises. Finds himself down 2.5 Tetrises, though. And having to take a burn. Long bar bang Tetris for Boxy. Sonny's got the well closed for the moment, but opens it back up just in time for the long bar bang Tetris for Sonny. A negative flat long bar would just be a sharp long bar. I mean, does kind of hurt a bit, doesn't it? Another Tetris for Boxy, who's actually taken the lead, but is ahead by 6 lines. So it's not a real lead. And is now going to have to deal with this. Whatever this is. I don't know if Boxy meant to early shift that. Maybe deciding against going for the dirty well? 80s Retro Electro. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. And there's another dirty Tetris for Boxy. Party down the middle as well. Both players mired in a dig at the moment. Should the worst happen, it's Sonny with a lead, especially after that slightly dirty Tetris. 324 for Sonny, 289 for Boxy. Boxy, for the first time, has access to the I flat, and the I is no longer an I. And that I flat is gone. How long was that there? It had to be like 80 lines. Bang Tetris for Sonny, who's got a pretty decent lead here. Almost 3 full Tetrises. We'll take another Tetris there. 378 to 296. Sonny needs Boxy needs something to tuck in, and does get the T. And the long bar comes for the Tetris. Sonny with a little bit of burning. Boxy might be able to pull back some score here. Oh, look at that! Bang dirty Tetris for Sonny. What a setup. Getting the 2 long bars in a row and making it work. Boxy getting up pretty high. Not really in too much danger, and does open up the well. Bang Tetris. Boxy 350. 406 for Sonny, and Sonny's got some lines to work with here. There's another Tetris. 431 now. 431 to 350 at 113 lines. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Of course, 113 lines, that means transition right around the corner. Good burn there for Boxy. Wondering how he's going to resolve that overhang. Tetris for both players. Sonny could get a 500. Has 3 lines to burn. Now 2. Bang Tetris for Sonny. Boxy can go into transition at a 445. Of course, Sonny already passed that. And bang Tetris for Sonny. Yeah, they'll hit the 507. Has this long bar dependency. It's just gonna run with it. It only takes a triple. Meanwhile, Boxy getting droughted. Gets a Tetris, but look at this board. This is not the kind of board you want, especially as a DAS player. is starting to bring this down. Oh, needs a long bar here, but does get it. Only for a triple. Sunny also looking for a long bar. Bang Tetris for Sunny. Another Tetris for Sunny, and Sunny is running away with it. 100,000 points in the lead right now. Oh, misdrop for Sunny, and a second misdrop. This is still low enough on the board to resolve. Of course, if this were Boxy's board, Boxy would probably be dead by now. Boxy having a little bit of trouble as well, but gets a tuck to resolve one of them. And it's just going to burn away the other one. So even though Sunny's got about 100,000 point lead, Sunny is not going to be scoring anytime soon. That long bar, terrible placement. Looked like a dead drop. And Sunny might actually top out here. Let's get a couple more lines and can't get the long bar for the right. So 609, 220 is the score to beat. Boxy can advance to the finals with this Chasedown. But it's not over till it's over. Level 24. This is not a line-outable situation just yet. We are getting about 1,000. It's exactly 1,000 points per line right now. Boxy will get the right side situated. Boxy, Tetris ready. Gets the tuck, just going to take some burns. Doesn't really have to do anything fancy because he's got a lot of time to set up what might need to be just one Tetris at this point. And there's a long bar. Bang Tetris, 573. Yeah, he's still got to get another Tetris, I think. Just not enough lines. And there's the other Tetris, and that'll do it. Boxy with a 611 takes game number 4 and will advance to the finals. Some might say robbing us of a potential juicy rematch between Sunny and Obelex. So GG's. Let me go ahead and plug this in real quick because I did not get this started. And we'll get Saint and Obelix going in a moment if they're here. If they're not, they actually have 8 minutes to... I mean, no, Obelix is here. I don't know if Saint's here. But technically, Saint does not have to be here until 40 after the hour. Just give me a moment. I am plugging in the report. Boxy with the 3-1 win. That means I can open this up. Well, surprise, surprise. The shutdown source when not visible wasn't set. There it is. Boxy, the number 10 seed, and a DAS player upsetting Sunny to get to the finals. And that means TNI Saint and Obelix are up next. We'll get that set. Stay tuned. Surprising, not a lot of points into this one. Boxy also was the upset on the prediction, but not by much. It was like 46 to 54%. Saint saying, haven't played Tetris in 10 days. This won't go well. Oh, no. Saint is on the left. This is 9 verse 13. Got some bending on the board. That'll fix stencil. Do we have Saint live yet, or on an ult, perhaps? First game after I end stream is a 29 PB. Feels bear. Yeah, you've got time soon. You're here. We know you're here. We're not going to start the clock on you. And in fact, I couldn't even officially start the clock because it's not time, technically, time for your match. There was a recent OBS update, but I didn't have any problems with it. Obviously, because I'm here. Keeping an eye on the schedule, of course, speaking of the Futures finale. Tomorrow at 5 a.m. Pacific? Ew. That's a horrible time. That's going to be Chalala hosting the Hopefuls Red. Messix, Malaya, Lark, and Blue Sketty will be in that one. And then after that, we don't have any stream scheduled until Friday the 27th, which is the single match between Tristop and Allenbot in Masters. That will clear up the red bracket there, and then Masters Orange plays the following day, 1 p.m. Pacific, for Dog and Andy, and Fractal and Lewis. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Luis. That is an accent over that I. I need to check my eyes. And after that, I'm sure they'll schedule the finals at some point. Should be live. All right, let's check it out. It is indeed live. Give me one moment here. Just have to do some stream work real quick. Throw this in studio mode, that up there. And then it's going to be a little awkward. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get this up. There it is. We've got Saint and Obelex. Giant freaking head on the left side. Are we going to be doing same seats for these players, or do we need to just do normal RNG? Your stencil is fine. It's just your camera is really weird. But that's fine. We're good. The community enjoys memes. Why not have a big head meme? Same piece sets, yes, is the request from Obelex. So, Saint, if you want to do same piece sets, let us know and we will set that up for you. Noi, he says. So I guess that's just RNG. In that case, it is time. We are ready to go. We get readies from both players. We'll get started. He's too good for me to same piece set with. Oh. So I guess Saint making a bit of prediction. Why don't we make a prediction too? While we're at it. Players getting last warm-ups in, but we are ready to go. So as soon as we have readies from players, we will get underway. There's some interesting talk about nerves and anxiety in chat, which is something I can completely relate to. We have readies from both players. Here we go, game number 1. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, for me, I'm able to knock out the anxiety if I'm having fun. The moment I stop having fun, I start kind of dreading over the match. And it's kind of something I've noticed lightly when I play Overload as well, that I perform better when I'm having fun. I'm better at that game when I'm having fun. When I'm just upset and tilted, and I do not have fun. In Tetris, it's a little different because I get nervous because I know I have poor mechanics, and at any time I can misdrop. And when nerves hit, and if they hit hard enough, I will actually be physically unable to play because I will be shaking so hard. And that has actually happened in a couple of comp matches for me. It's not the best feeling in the world. But I have found if I'm having fun, I can kind of defeat it, so to speak. Saint getting into trouble here. A couple of dependencies, but we'll get some long bars over to the right. Obelix, meanwhile, 5 in a row. Bit of a misdrop for Obelix, though. Gets that 6th Tetris, but that's where the perfection will end. What are these misdrops? Dear God. Gonna try to just take this from the top, but good luck with that. This is all of a sudden a very bad position for Obelix to be in. We'll take that triple. Tetris for Saint to get into the lead, and that could be important because this game, Obelix may not be long for this world. And that square is probably going to end it. Oh, gets the top. What the heck? It still tops out. Game number 1. Going over to Saint. With an early gift from Obelix. All right. So we are good to go for game number 2. We get readies from both players. We'll get started. What happened? A couple of bad misdrops on the left, and then he tried to take it from the top, and then he didn't get good pieces to do so. And then it just spiraled out of control. Readies for both players for game number 2. Here we go. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I did not have time to introduce the players on the left. We have TNI Saint. Going to be tapping out of the US with a PB of 1.28. And over on the right, Obelex Obendre rolling out of France, who, like Sunny, last month in Futures scored a PB of 1.3. Well, just about exactly. 1.3 and 840 points. Those PBs happened in the same game in their set, which was probably one of the most hyped things I think I've ever had the pleasure of calling. But the stars not aligning for a rematch this month. Obelix with another Tetris. Remember, started perfect through 6 Tetrises before the misdrop hit. Uncomfortable board for Saint, and is not getting a long bar to be able to score this dirty Tetris. Finally gets a long bar. Bang, dirty Tetris for Saint. Transfers the whale over to column 9. Or column 1, rather. 9? What the? Do you know that the first number is 9? Line spin? Line spin. Kind of saw that one developing, and he hit it. 9, I did not. Bang, another dirty Tetris for Saint, this time in column 6. Only 1 row up this time, so just slightly dirty. But Tetris for Obelix. Obelix has the lead. And some bad pieces coming for Saint will give Obelix a stronger lead. 128 for Obelix, 94 for Saint. Bang, another Tetris for Saint. Here's a Tetris for Obelix. Saint with another Tetris. Getting that while I'm taking a swig of coffee. Another Tetris for Saint. Saint trying to keep pace here with Obelix. Obelix about a Tetris and a half ahead in pace at the moment. But Obelix having to create a hole here. Probably will take it from the top. Yep. Bang Tetris for Saint. So that will give Saint an opportunity to try to catch up. Another Tetris for Obelix. 203 for Obelix. 187 for Saint. That's a bad square for Obelix. Oh, that was a weird placement. Not sure I would have put that one there where Obelix did. There's a long bar. Bang Tetris. I mean, it was okay. It just cost a few extra lines of burning. And with that, Saint's only going to score a triple. It does have the lead at the moment as Obelix is getting up pretty high. Of course, has the rolling on his side. He's going to get the Tetris there, and we'll score a second one. 276 to 242. Bang Tetris for Obelix. There's one for Saint. Another one for Saint. And both players will score a Tetris. Saint 1 row up. It's a fairly close game, but Obelix does have the advantage at the moment with the slight lead and 5 lines to work with. We'll score another Tetris there. There's a column 4 Tetris for Saint. I think he scored in about 5 or 6 different columns this game alone. Remember the 1 and the 3. Just had the 4. I think he had a 6 earlier. Scored in 10. So Saint really showing off his ability to be efficient under maybe non-ideal circumstances. Bang Tetris for Obelex still has a lead at 100 lines, 418 to 385. Saint's building up pretty high. It's going to need some help. And that help comes in the form of J, and then the long bar bang Tetris for Saint. Bang Tetris for Obelix. Saint getting one as well. 30,000 point game. It's going to be a really close transition score. Saint had a reaction like he misdropped something. I don't see anything wrong with this stack. That's interesting. Long bar bang Tetris. Saint's got 3 left. Obelix now has 3 left. Saint cannot burn another line if they want to Tetris into transition. This is going to be dueling 500,000 transitions again. It's the kind of 18 efficiency that you need in futures these days. Bang Tetris 530 for Saint. And 560 for Obelix. So just north of a Tetris lead for Obelix. Saint already on to level 20. Another Tetris for Obelix to keep this lead. And Saint will score as well. Both players playing very clean right now. Long bar bang Tetris for Saint. There's a Tetris for Obelix. Another Tetris for Saint, and we're just basically seeing exactly what we've seen on 18, except faster. Very efficient play. Obelix with a slight lead. Bang Tetris for Saint. Obelix needs a long bar here. Gonna be able to burn. We'll get that Tetris. And another Tetris. 721 to 690 here in 22. Another Tetris for Saint. Another Tetris for Obelix. Who is going to blink first here on 19? So far, the answer is nobody. Bang Tetris for Obelix. 805 to 776 on 23. Saint needs a long bar. Gets a long bar. Bang Tetris. This board, the stack is not great for Saint, but squeezes another Tetris out of it before starting to burn, and both players kind of blinking at the same time here. Saint actually with the lead, but has a 7-line advantage, I guess. It's not really an advantage, but you know what I mean. We'll get that dirty Tetris as Obelix scores a Tetris. That one was in column 2. That's like the 6th column that Saint has scored in this game. Obelix getting into trouble. Should be able to get out of this, but needs the right pieces to do so. That's good. That's good. And that's good. Right side is open. We'll start taking the rest of it from the top. But this has given Saint the opportunity to actually take the first real lead he's had, at least since the beginning. But is not getting a long bar here. Where is the long bar for Saint? Saint keeping it open, and bang Tetris for Saint. 963 for Saint, 902 for Obelix, but Obelix scores a Tetris. Gets within a Tetris here. Keep in mind, Saint on 28, 999 for Saint. This max out can be yours for the low, low price of $9.99. There it is. Obelix, a Tetris away from maxes. Saint is kind of getting in trouble, but does get the long bar to get into 30. Or 29, rather. 1.04. And Saint will top out with a 1.04. Obelix may not even need kill screen. There's a long bar, and yep, that's enough. The Tetris right before kill screen gave Obelix just a 280-point edge, but he's going to play on 29 a bit. We're tied at 1. Was there a big bar difference? Yeah, 90 for Obelix. But only 77 for Saint. And the scores were pretty much... I mean, you saw it. In the Obelix had the better 29 transition by 280 points. Like, that's how close this game was. And they're tied 1-1, too. So, a little nail clipping going on the right side. The game manicure? Sure, why not? No same piece set karma? Well, I don't know. We have a ready from Saint. And the ready from Obelix. Here we go. Game number 3. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And I'm going to point this out too. I think the reason why Saint was able to keep up with Obelix despite the lower long bar count, for all those creative Tetrises he got outside of column 10, there were many of them. It was a beautiful game from Saint, but it just wasn't enough. Tetris for both players to get started. A nice tuck setup there for Saint. Didn't have anywhere to put the Z, so just stacked it vertically on top of a square in hopes that it would work out. But this double long bar setup is not what you want to start a game with. And Saint is going to be burning. Now I'm going to take the rest of this down. We'll open the well in 2 lines. Bang Tetris for Saint. Saint once again getting ahead in lines early with a high dig, but Obelex looking for a long bar as well, is not able to find one here. Finally gets one. Bang Tetris. We'll get a second one for another Tetris. Saint with a couple burns. Where's this long bar for Saint? There it is. Bang Tetris for Saint. 99,000 for Saint. 98,000 for Obelix. Yo, Jepper, what's up? Oh, Saint with a couple of almost fatal misdrops, but we'll take a Tetris there, and we'll probably be able to take this off the top. You're not. Okay. I was going to say, there's no way that long bar goes in sideways like that. But yeah, that pretty bad misdrop for Saint could have been fatal, but is now 100% clear, finds himself down 40,000 points here, 40 lines in. Oh, this is trouble. This is big trouble. And Saint will top out. Early top out will give a gift over to Obelix. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. 2-1. Obelix on the verge of advancing to the finals. Definitely seeing some consistency issues from really everyone so far. But we've also seen some great games from everyone, so... Let's see how Game 4 goes. The Obelix flag, yes. All right, readies from both players are on the board. Here we go. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Obelix 1 game away from taking on Boxy in the finals. Bang Tetris for Obelix. Another Tetris there. $91,000 for Saint, $48,000 for Obelix, who needs to burn or get a long bar. There's a long bar. Bang Tetris. Saint also with a pretty nasty looking board here is not getting great pieces and now has to get into a burn. Big situation for Saint. Last one did not end very well, so if he wants to run this to a decider, he's going to have to bring this down. Oh, that overshift was corrected at the last possible moment. This is getting spiry. Not going to be able to open up the right side yet, and now it's got a lot more to burn. 186 for Obelix, 106 for Saint. Is getting some good pieces. So Saint should be able to now get out of this. Just needs a J and a little more now, and a long bar. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. This is exactly what we wanted. No, it's not what we wanted. Please, game. Help us out. We'll take that double. Finally, the J shows up. As foretold in legend, the coming of the J. Bang. Tetris for Obelix. There's a Tetris for Saint finally with a big ol' head shake. A head shake from a tapper? Bang Tetris for Saint. You know what else is big is this lead. 279 to 172. Both players will score Tetrises. It's a 108,000 point lead. Obelix with another Tetris. Let's also kind of talk about this pace from Obelix, because this is a 650 pace right now. Good score. Good start for Obelix. A bad time for Saint to have a burn like that. So all Saint can do is try to play as efficiently as possible here and hope for Obelix to falter at some point. Long bar bang Tetris for Obelix. 397 to 270. Saint with a Tetris as well. Saint also, by the way, looks to be about 4 lines ahead at the moment. Not a surprise with a dig. Look for a J. Gets a square instead. Because, you know, this game's RNG is fair and balanced. Long bar, good for a triple. I hope the sarcasm came through effectively there. There's another line spin for Saint. Second one of the match. Tetris for Obelix, 492 at 100 lines. Saint is at 327. That is a 160+ thousand point lead. Bang Tetris for Saint. Obelix in a bit of trouble in terms of his board state. Not really going to top out, but Saint could pull back some points here. Saint is playing one row up, kind of needs to. He's not getting a long bar, though. There is no long bar in this RNG right now. This is a huge drought Finally gets a long bar. Bang Tetris for Saint. And we'll score another one as transition right around the corner. The lead has dropped under 100,000 points for the moment. I think the transition will probably be 100,000 though. 453 is the transition for Saint. Why is Obelix in B? Yeah, Obelix was kind of playing B mode for a little bit, but this is clean. Bang Tetris. And does now have that 100,000 point lead for the transition back. No matter what happens here. Could even top out and would have a 100,000 point lead transition, but we'll get a 541. Oh, that was bad. Obelix hanging a piece in the not a great spot. It's like sometimes when you're not ready to move the piece when you need to move it, and you kind of need to tell your hands, okay, you need to move this piece now, and they're like, wait, what? I was supposed to do something else. Tetris for both players. Now, I will preface this with there's a 12-line difference, but this is neck and neck otherwise. Saint has brought back a lot of these points. We'll score a Tetris there to take the lead, 608 to 607. After being down by almost 170,000 points earlier. Another Tetris for Saint. There's one for Obelix. The problem is that Obelix has 10 extra lines to work with. So Saint still needs to push this. Or hope that Obelix tops out. It's both players scoring Tetrises. It's going to be Obelix in the lead. Now back to Saint's lead. Bang Tetris for Obelix. Kind of an awkward board for Saint here is dependent on the left. Gets the piece. And resolves the double well, but again, dependent on the left. Gets the J, but misses the drops. Going to score a Tetris. Not the end of the world yet. Bang Tetris for Obelix. Double long bar dependency for Saint. It's one piece. And now needs a long bar. The left is not resolved. The long bar does come. Bang Tetris for Saint. And another one. Playing with fire. But not getting burned. Another long bar. Bang Tetris for Saint. Obelix is getting dangerously high, but we'll get the long bar over to the right and gets the Tetris. Another triple after that. That was close. But Obelix's pace is slowed down. Another Tetris for Saint puts him at 900,000 here on 27. Bang Tetris for Saint. Oh no! Some bad misdrops for Saint. There's a Tetris for Obelix. This was right before 29. This is not the time. Party down the middle for Obelix will give him the lead back. And Saint is not going to be able to make it to 29. Obelix gets the job done. We'll take the set 3-1. We'll get another max out to boot. Why not? Looking for the long bar. We'll do it. There it is. A32. And more. But not much more. GG. And we have our finals set. Let's go ahead and bring up the bracket real quick. There it is. Obelix taking on Boxy, double-digit seed final. I don't know if I saw this one coming. We'll have that for you in a moment. Hang tight. All right. That was definitely a fun match. I feel like that could have gone either way. Ooh, definitely need to do some stuff to the camera here. Okay, that should work. There's O'Leal. Have some online facts coming in from Hana here. This would be the first Hopefuls Plus DAS win in 11 months. It's kind of wild to think of. Boxy is getting set up. Give him some time to do that. In fact, let me do some other things. I did not start the ad, I don't think. Kind of being a bad streamer right now. And I also have to end the prediction. Let's see how that went. Again, an underdog in the prediction gonna take it. But yeah, we're not a lot of big points on the line here. I think that says a lot about how close these are. Okay, there's 10, there's 13. I think I have to do a little bit of modification on the right stencil because I had to do that last time. Probably just have to reset it, right? Yeah, well, not quite. All right, that works. Player's still not ready yet. Obelix is out and about. We do have a same piece set agreement. Seed will be 4-3 Alpha 2 6-5. Boxy practicing his NOL strats. I think we're still waiting on Obelix to be fully... Oh, he is there. I need to get him into frame. Let's do that. All right. I think we're just about ready here. Go ahead, switch the scene over real quick. Obelix on the left, Boxy on the right, opposite of where they were earlier in the afternoon or morning if you're where I am. Need to get Eric's rolling gloves and work in the garden. We have the Ready from Obelix. We have a Hover 3 from Boxy. That can only mean one thing. CTM Future Circuit Finals for January 2023. Game number 1. Let's get started. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Same piece sets for the finals here. Rolling versus Das. 3, 2, 1 bits. Let's go. Thanks, Snowdrop. You make our bear cry. But they're happy tears, don't worry. Bang Tetris for Boxy to get the scoring started. Well, actually, the scoring started when he got the 12 pushdown points to start the game. Obelix with a Tetris as well. Another Tetris for Boxy. Both players taking down their opponent 3-1 in the semis, with their one loss both being level 18 tops. Otherwise, playing some pretty good Tetris. 91,000 for Boxy, 69,000. Hey now, for Obelix. Obelix not getting the greatest of pieces, so Boxy will take the lead. It's perfect through 5. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Good setup there for Boxy. Made that adjustment at the last second. Bang Tetris. This is Tetris for Obelix. Bang Tetris for Boxy. And that run of Tetris looks like it's going to end at 8. That's Boxy now in a dig situation. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Has 2 holes to burn out here. Would love a square right now. Would be the most efficient, but we'll have to settle for the J. So despite that strong start, this is a neck-and-neck game. 2-12 for Boxy, 2-10 for Obelix. Triple there for Boxy. Bang Tetris, Obelix will take the lead. Boxy with a spin. Keeps that right side looking healthy. Gets that T. Does a T-spin rather than trying a tuck there. Interesting. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Perhaps thinking it was getting pretty high, needs to burn a line, and that was a pretty efficient way to do it. Prediction is still open, yeah. Go ahead and throw your points into the void if you would like. There hasn't been a lot of points in the predictions today. Bang Tetris for Boxy. I think maybe G stole all the points, and he's just not here today. Boxy in trouble here. That was a kind of a dead drop on the L. But Boxy will get the perfect pieces to get out of that, so very good. And Obelix still digging. Boxy can get back into this. Not trailing by all that much. Bang Tetris for Boxy. 359 for Obelix. 305 for Boxy. Boxy really wants an L here. And there are no L's in this bag whatsoever. The heck, game. You can't snap a piece in there, so Boxy just gives up. That's frustrating. This is the long L drought. Bang Tetris for Obelix will cross 400,000. And another Tetris takes a 114,000 point lead. That came out of nowhere. Boxy was the one that started hot with 8 Tetrises in a row, but has since fallen off base. Be looking for a long bar here. Nice tee. Fixing some board parity there. But there's no long bar in this bag at all. This is a drought. Okay, finally gets a long bar. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Obelex is going to be feeling that drought now. There's the Tetris for Boxy again. Obelix's board state really good, though, to survive and gets the long bar. Bang Tetris. Another Tetris. And all the way to the bottom is Obelex. 529 to 420. Here comes transition. I guess I can hay now, 420. I guess that works. Bang Tetris from Boxy. 444 on the transition. Another Tetris. Obelex still not in the transition. There it is finally. 578. So a huge lead, about 130,000 into transition. Bang Tetris for Boxy. And with this being roll versus DAS, one would expect this lead to just grow. But as Boxy has shown us, it's not that easy. Just take him out as he's going for a column 8 here, even sacrificing his board a little bit. There's a long bar. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Take that from the top. And another column 8 for Boxy. Another Tetris for Obelix. 710 for Obelix. 589 for Boxy. Boxy will transfer the well back over to the right. Tetris for Obelix. 150,000 point lead. Bang Tetris Obelix again. Oh, didn't spin that piece. Boxy with a bit of a, I don't know if that was a misdrop or an intentional where the heck do I put this piece moment, but Obelix getting into big trouble right now. Trying to burn this down slowly. Needs a good piece there. Gets it. And the long bar coming out at a nice time. Now is LJ dependent. Doesn't get it. But does get some good follow-up pieces there. Boxy chipping away at this lead. 784 for Obelix. 695 for Boxy. Another Tetris for Boxy. Boxy has a huge chance to erase this lead. Obelix, though, almost done with the dig. Only has 3 more lines to burn. Boxy's open on the right side. Still trails in this one. Bang Tetris. 797 for Obelix. 764 for Boxy. And another Tetris for Boxy. Look at this. Neck and neck. Bang Tetris for Obelix. Gets 2 in a row, though. Trying to put this out of reach. Boxy pretty much has to go perfect here and hope for Obelix to have one more dig. Whoa! That quick tap from Boxy almost cost him. Overshot the J from where he wanted, but he can't get a piece over to the left. Das is sad, man. Obelix tops out as well, but it doesn't matter. He is good for game number 1. Boxy nearly pulling off a gigantic comeback. But Obelix was too far ahead. That would have been sweet. So strong game number 1 from both players. As we increment the seed to 5-4. Big money on Obelix this game. With Rory dropping 180K on there. Wow, that's a lot. have ready from Boxy. Hanging with a Let's Go Boxman. There's a ready from Obelix. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You would expect Boxy to be the underdog here. And chat agrees, 88% on the votes for Obelix. Granted, one of them is a 180,000 point voter. Without him, it would have been in favor of Boxy. But maybe we should have told Rory before he voted that we've had 2 upsets in 2 matches so far, so... You can kind of tell that because there's double-digit seeds in the finals. Obelix taking some burns. Boxy with another Tetris. Go to 69,000. Hey now. Obelix with a Tetris to 47K. Obelix in a bit of a rough spot here, having to create multiple holes in columns 9 and 10. Does take care of it, but this gives Boxy a chance to take a pretty good lead here. Nice key tuck, 114 for Boxy, 57,000 for Obelix. And another Tetris for Boxy. Tetris. Boxy taking advantage of extended digs from Obelix here. Last game, it was Obelix with a 6-digit lead. This game, it's Boxy with a 6-digit lead. More than doubling Obelix's score right now. Obelix finally has the right side open, but will he get the long bar here? Boxy gets a long bar for the Tetris, 231 to 91,000. And dang Tetris, Obelix finally in 6-digit territory. Another Tetris for Obelix. But again, Obelix getting into a burn, getting some not great pieces as well, but is doing the best he can with them. And will score a Tetris, as does Boxy. This is about a 5 Tetris game right now. There's a Tetris for Obelix. 300 to 186 at 57 lines. Akibar for Obelix will score the Tetris right after that. Another Tetris. Boxy threatening a 650 this game with that pace. We kind of saw him put that pace on in game 1 at the very beginning. So Boxy definitely has efficiency. There's a Tetris for Boxy. And another one. Bang Tetris for Obelix. Another Tetris for Boxy. Boxy, 400,000 at 81 lines. He's got a long bar dependency in the middle of the stack. And gets it resolved almost right away. Not punished at all. Bang Tetris for Boxy. Gonna get the T-spin? T-spin, let's go. Absolutely 0 points for the T-spin, but 100% hype. Another Tetris for Boxy who has a 140,000 lead. Oh, it's a misdrop, though. Oh, that'll slow him down. And Obelix now can start thinking about trying to get back into this before 19 begins. This shouldn't be that long of a dig for Boxy, but you know how Tetris goes. What's this? Long bar dependency for Boxy here. Not going to get what he wants. But we'll go for this dirty Tetris, and there it is, column 7, bang, dirty Tetris for Boxy. And Boxy is clear to the bottom. Bang Tetris for Obelix. Awkward Spire for Boxy, but is making it work. Bang Tetris for Boxy. I think you spelled traitor wrong. Just pointing that out. Bang Tetris for Boxy. $548 for Boxy, $490 for Obelix, who's gotten back into this. It's a 2 Tetris game right now. Boxy pushing this column, row 2, does get the Tetris. Boxy should be able to 600k this. There's a Tetris. This would be the highest transition on the day if he manages it, but no, looks like he's just going to go for a safe transition here. 598 is the transition for Boxy, and Obelix cannot get that. So Boxy with the transition lead. Bang Tetris, it's going to be 560. That's not that far behind for Obelix. Boxy not getting the long bar. Of course, that means Obelix not going to get it either. Boxy with a bit of a misdrop. No, this requires the long bar now. Boxy not getting the long bar. He's going to top out, and it's 2-0. Oh, it's not 2-0 yet. Hold on. Obelix still going. Obelix needs points. Sorry. Don't call it 2-0 yet. My bad. Keep going, Obelix. 603 is the score to beat. Almost there. Thank you for not listening to me, Obelix. You need 60 points. Bang Tetris, there you go. I would have been very embarrassed if that resulted in an early top for Obelix. But it did not. Obelix is good. So despite a hot 18 pace from Boxy, a drought early in 19 pretty much decides it. That's another one that thankfully didn't matter. Like, I only ever remember doing that one other time, and it's basically I misread it at the A and B. That was all it was then. GG ready from Obelix. Boxy has turned cam off. We're back on dog. Cam is back on. And we have it ready for both players, so here we go. Game number 3. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Boxy really putting the pressure on an 18 that game with a near 600k transition. Not a very good start to this one, though. Those pieces are ass. And that misdrop, also kind of bad. This is not the start that Boxy wanted. And Boxy halfway up the board already. Try his best to dig out of this. Gets the long bar for the bottom, just tucks it. And that one will go all the way down for a single. Oh, that square could have burned. Oh. T-spin set up, but this is really high to try to go for it. And I don't think Boxy's going to get anywhere else here. And Boxy is just going to cut stream. And that means game number 3 will go to Obelix, who will also receive 40 characters on that trophy. GG! Obelix in a 3-0 sweep.